Howdy guys, Riekelt here, welcome you back to Let's Play Rayman 2, The Great Escape comparison. Right, after the canopy we're going to Whale Bay, but as you remember Whale Bay, that's after the bayou. Way in the beginning of the game on PlayStation. Whale Bay, it's the equivalent of the Sanctuary of Water and Ice. So, let's go in. You can see Carmen the whale swimming there, that's why it's called Whale Bay. Fun stuffs. Also, the levels are very different. Well, they are similar places but still different mechanics, which you will see in a minute. Now you start here, nowhere to go except for the water. Little crab. Fun stuffs. With a passage that is almost the same as on Nintendo 64 or PC, as I might say, original version, with 4 lumps. 4:45. It's really going fast. And as it's a swimming level, don't forget to pick up air or you will die. Don't forget the lump there. Tricked me out in the first recording. I had 2 takes on this. But before going further, this is Nintendo 64. There is another passageway with a new enemy. With our charged up fists, which we just obtained. Yeah, I'm a little bit confuzzled with the 3DS because I got a game, played through it, 100% completed it. So I'm a little bit oh, we just got it? Oh. So yeah, fun stuff. If you use this as a cover, then it's really not difficult at all. I mean, you could defeat it for easy access so that you don't have to really fight him without any cover. But on Nintendo 64, the really jerky move, by the way, there's only 1 lump. Very jerky if that's the one you're missing, but oh well. Anyway, back on PlayStation. Out of the doorway, there's some lumps right under it, whereas on Nintendo 64 the yellow lumps were replaced by red lumps. But of course, oh, I'm going for them. Oh. Yeah, I just cut little stuff and put them together and then directly start voice recording, so I'm not really that organized, you know, kinda messy. But luckily there are yellow lumps. And even the second, what is it, rope thing? On both versions. So that's cool. My advice for you is going in zigzag lines to escape the fish. You can kill the fish, but I prefer not to because it's faster. And down this walkway, on PlayStation at least, yes I remember it, there's a new enemy, at least on PlayStation. The first encounter with the barrel, which is also needed. As you can see, if you just spam it, as it's an open area, easy to dodge, you can just spam your fists. And as you can see, there are silver, because you know, this is still the beginning of the game, before the canopy. Meaning, yes, that's right. Meaning we don't have a power fist yet. So we have to do it slowly. But not... yeah. I didn't think it was that slowly. I know this is a video of 17 minutes, but... Jesus, this is it, and I really have to pay more attention to edit. Shut up. Pay more attention to editing. Marketing is following me on Twitter. Woohoo! Anyway, on PlayStation you can get onto the ship. And on both versions, I might add, there's a button at the backside of the stranded ship to get rid of the lasers. They're far away. For Rayman, there's for PC there's a little crevice in there, and of course there's an enemy. There's a purple pirate. So anyway, going into that walkway, there's some barrels with some lumps of it. Barrel jump is very funny, and there's a new enemy there. Also, on PlayStation, please note that you need to use him to open this door. Because if you kill him without opening the door, then you'll screw yourself out getting that optional chest. Which I did, that's why I did a second take. Anyway, on this version it wasn't needed. So you could just kill him. If you saw that doorway on the right over there, there's a barrel in there to open it, because in this version, yeah, I wanted him to shoot at me, but it wasn't working. I was just trying and stuff if he, even in this version, could kill the lock. He couldn't. Anyway, that this cage is required because it will has a silver lum. No, not silver lum. Silver lum gives me new powers. It has a purple lum. I wish it had a silver lum. What kind of powers would we give Rayman? Well, it will be suiting for, well, to let him breathe longer underwater. You know? Yeah. That's a very fitting power up for this level. I mean, there is in the third mask temple, there's an instance in where you can, what's his face? Have a specific power, but only for one level, which is odd. Well, not odd, but weird. Anyway, this is Whale Bay on Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, and all the other consoles. They really expanded it, while just on PlayStation they just decreased it in size, you know, to make it up for the hardware limitations. Although, I'm going to come back at that subject in when we are following the whale. Anyway, the whale is right there, and the crevice is right here where we need to go, right next to the whale, below the little beach area. There you find in a room where you can get easily get confused. Where's magic room? And why am I walking? Okay, that's it. Next time I'm going to cut better. Making sure. I'm sorry. Need to record the second temple. Anyway, going to do it tomorrow. Anyway, hit the switch. It will do a number of things. Free Carmen the Whale, and make a walking shell dispenser. And I accidentally killed it. I did it on the first take too. It was very funny, if I might say it. I remember having trouble with this slide. Sorry, I figured I played a little bit better than this. But well. Don't worry. Oh no, wait, I don't have a hard copy of this one. Well, I do make save copies for PlayStation version. For the PlayStation version, as well as my Spiral Let's Play. It's really not for this, because it's kind of impossible. But hey, all that jibba jabba. And following the whale. Freeing the whale on PlayStation on the other end is very easy. Because, okay, you need to hit 4 switches. Waiting for the screen to change. Yeah, right here. There are 4 switches. and fairy lumps in this beginning area. I recommend grabbing the lumps first and then hit the switches. And the piranhas are already following you in the first area. This is the second area, which is I'm in the swimming from the beginning. And here are the piranhas also following you. Basically the piranhas are wanting to eat your are wanting to eat your bubbles. And you don't want them to eat your bubbles because you will die if they eat your bubbles. I think they're in the distance. Yes, they ate one, and I think he's going to eat this one too, and they die eventually. Also, a little tip from me: don't fire as fast as I do, because it actually slows you down. Just like this, shoot regularly. And also, there are, which I want to talk about, there are some PlayStation hardware limitations, but really, the areas of PlayStation are really big. Just like this one, but I think it's even larger than the one we're in now, because this is not a large area. So I don't know why, well, how much of a case the hardware limitations are, and if they are really pushed, the limitations, but I don't get it. But hey, not cutting it in gives me an uninteresting project to do. Anyway, there's nothing here. I'm just doing some exploring here, when in reality I don't need to. Anyway, going to the boat, and up there is the last area of this place. And look at me doing that right on time. And jumping in like a moron. No, exploring, best kind. And this is really an interesting area. Like Nintendo Capri-Sun always says, you could sleep in here. It's just a place with some water you can swim in. Boat rack on a rock in the middle. It's so peacefully and quiet. There are no enemies here. Almost half of the lumps of the level are here. It's very odd. There's a big level, then this tiny spot. There's also a cage, you can hear him. Which is actually in that crow nest over there. I remember doing this better on 3DS. Think of, oh, go right first, then go left, because I did that in my recording. In reality, I recorded this, yes, this Nintendo. I recorded this back in February, beginning or something. Yes, I'm really lazy with editing. And I recorded the PlayStation version of this, at least, early January. Or before. Yes, I remember editing, maybe in Old Year's Day, I don't know. I remember editing on the second Christmas day the Bazoo, not uploading it, or did I? No, I didn't. I know I was visiting my girlfriend's relatives, or father. Anyway, there's a little cave in here with the exit portal. So, where is that cage? That cage is also in a cave, and as always in Okami or any game, it's a secret behind the waterfall with the last 3 lumps. Oh, and a robot gorilla. Just lead him off the edge and he will die a horrible death. Don't worry, he wasn't really living. Still I don't get why this level was really split off into the Sanctuary of Water and Ice. Because there are bigger levels. Also the next temple is also heavily moderated. But that's for later, because that will be very interesting to edit. But hold on, what happens to the end of PlayStation? Right, this, after a very long ride of 3 minutes or something, we will see a very cryptic door, which Carmen the Whale brings us to. Also look at the sidebar, she's very derpy. But she's nice, she breathes for us. And as it turns out, behind those doors is this entrance to the Sanctuary of Water and Ice, and where we have to fight Axel. As in that episode, I didn't decide to cut in because the episode was already very long. But that's not a problem. So yeah. Press enter to continue, or X in my case, and another running minigame. Also I want to talk about this, that on my PlayStation controller, being recognized as an Xbox controller on PC, it's very hard to do it because I can't, as you see, I have trouble getting it to the max, but on 3DS it is very easy. Well, I do have to do weird head motions with my DS and holding it weird, but I don't get it. Why is it so hard here? I even went back to complete the Manor Hills one, and I couldn't get it, even with every way of cheating. So what the hell? I'm not going to do. I'm not getting max health at the final boss battle, but I don't think I need to. Anyway, there was an email on my tablet. Thanks for watching. And next time we're going to do the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a nice day. And whoa, I'm speaking fast.